So, hi everyone, and thanks for joining this session. We're super happy to be here, and I'm very excited to share a bit more about Tactile with you. In this presentation, I would like to share some more information about the company, our games, values, recruitment and onboarding process, so that you get to know us a bit more. Please feel free to put some questions in the chat in the meantime. I'll try to answer them at the end if we have time for it. And now let me tell you a bit more about the Tactile. So our story. Tactile was founded in 2008, and I really like mentioning that because, yeah, we've been around for a while. In fact, more than 10 years. The inspiration for starting a company was the lean principles of software development, but also some dissatisfaction with the bureaucracy, high stress environment that sometimes might happen in the gaming industry. The vision was, of course, to be the best mobile game developers around, but also to found a company that cares just as much for the user experience as it does for the employee experience. So it means no crunch, no layers of management or slow decision making, but an agile work environment where employees feel empowered, inspired, and supported. The initial years of we were spent with Tactile being a small team, exploring the mobile gaming market and experimenting with several types of games, including side scrolls and endless runners. Fast forward to 2014, after nearly 10 successfully launched games. 2014 marked a major milestone for Tactile, continued success, growing from 15 to 35 people in 2015 and roughly doubling in size each year after that. Along the way, we also started cooperation with two studios, Strodog in the UK, now Tactile UK, and Prominao in the Canary Islands. From 2015 through 2018, we have launched several new games, including Disco Ducks, and games in the Be Brilliant, Cookie Cats, and Simon's Cats universes. Still, back then, with all our colorful and quirky games, the teams felt their players wanted more story. So, noticing that gap in the market for this type of content, Tactile set out to create an engaging narrative driven puzzle game. And that led to 2019's launch of Tactile's most successful game to date, Lily's Garden. All right. So I threw quite a lot of dates at you. So that's why I'm putting a timeline here for our very eventful history up to date. You can also see all our moves to the new offices here. And we're not stopping. Currently, our Copenhagen office, we have 180 tactilers and more to come. Counting all the countries we're in, it would all make up for something around 230 people. Uh, I'm also very excited to say that we're around 40% women and more than 35 different nationalities. So we are a very international bunch, and it's a really cool place to be in. Going a little bit back, as I mentioned before, the launch of Ladies Garden marked a milestone in our evolution and sort of cemented our vision to be the best storytellers in mobile games. Keeping true to this vision, with the launch of Penny and Flow in 2020, Tactile will definitely still continue to grow for engaged players all over the world. So, our dedication is storytelling, but what are our values? Well, one of the things I personally love about Tactile is that we generally live by our values, and we also try to look out for them in our recruitment process when we talk to our candidates as well. So let me tell you a bit more about them. So trust keeps us lean. And we think that trust is fundamental part of our communication and also our lean and flat structure, and it ensures transparency. Results must be validated, so we really love to look at what data speaks to us and how can we better when we look at this data. Details matter. So by paying attention to details, we can make our games more fun, but also enhance the quality. Everyone counts. We empower each other to voice our diverse ideas, and technology empowers us. We try to be effective rather than overcomplicated. We try to use tools that will help us make things simpler. I mentioned that already, but we try to do everything around having our users in mind. And this is why in our day to day, we are also guided by our brand promise. So just wanted to show you. Um, and we really want to use that to remember what our players expect from us and aim to be even better. Um, so yeah, this is a more of a general information about Tactile. So now let me go to a bit of a recruitment part and share what are our open jobs. So sharing all that information, maybe I caught your interest. Here are our current openings. Of course, there are more, so please be sure to check out our career website. But currently, we're looking for game performance lead, who is also a Unity expert, driven by passion for performance within mobile, and could help us make our games even more performant. We're also looking for data scientists, actually for both game and marketing teams, to support our decision-making processes. Our amazing creative team is also looking for a 3D animator to work on our inspiring ads. And then we look for a backend developer to support our marketing team, and also for a front-end developer who would support our core team and would be responsible for integrating our new dashboard designs and tools as we move from Angular to React, and to our newly formed analytics team, a data engineer who will be responsible for the architecture of our data. You can definitely find out more visiting our booth. We also host some events today that I will tell you about in a minute. But we highly encourage you to come by and talk to us. But what if those openings caught your interest and you want to apply? Well, here is what to expect after you click on this apply button. This is how our interview process usually looks like. And it's quite straightforward. We sometimes tweak it a bit depending on the role, but it goes somewhat like this. We start from the recruiter phone screen, so basically a conversation with us from where we share more about the company with you, and you can share and we'd love to hear more about your working experience and your projects. And here on that conversation, you will also find out more about the role, the recruitment process, and work benefits. Then, if we on both sides figure out that this is a fit, you will be most likely sent a task where you can show us more of your technical skills. And then there might be an interview to follow up around this task, a so-called technical interview, followed by a team interview where you visit the office, get to know the team, and the day-to-day. Then hopefully the offer is made and we welcome you at Tactile. Um, Also, this is our leadership team. And once you join Tactile, you will definitely meet them around. Some of you probably will meet them on within the recruitment process. Our leadership team also meets on a weekly basis to make sure everything's on the right track, give each other updates around team's work, and also quarterly assigned some strategic priorities. When you're already a part of Tactile, this will be your day to day. Our office in central Copenhagen. This is a couple of pictures for you to see. Generally, super casual and fun life we lead here at Tactile. The office space is quite cozy and comfortable. We also, from the get go, you will see that everyone here is nice and helpful and super approachable. We're also very social. We like spending Friday bars together, and soon we will have our Christmas party in a secret location. And for those ones who are not currently in Denmark, don't worry, we got you covered. We offer up to 3 months accommodation and the relocation allowance to help you settle. And we, of course, would help you with any work authorization. So, what to expect after you join? What to expect from the start? You start your first 3 months of Tactile. We have quite a smooth onboarding process that is being summed up and somewhat followed up with the development talks, as we call it, where you and your lead share experiences about your journey so far. Then, actually, the development talks happen every 6 months. And what they usually cover is an update conversation about what went well, maybe what needs improvement, not only as an individual but also as a team, as a company, and discuss your development path moving forward to make sure that you're happy with your career here at Tactile. And if you're hungry for more, we're hosting a Q&A sessions. We start with Morten, our CTO, at 1 p.m. Copenhagen time, where we'll be talking a bit about him and his role here at Tactile, but also about the game performance lead position. We will also host our data science team later on, Andrew and Celia, to talk a bit about their team and their day to day. And we finish off with our amazing creative team with representatives of Anna and Pontus, and we'll be chatting about the 3D animator position in their team. Um, yeah, and that's all for my presentation. Oleg, do we have any questions?
Have the questions. Do you take in considerations also lead level designer or level designer match 3?
We do have a level designer position open, and I always highly encourage to apply, because even if not now, we don't know what's going to happen in 2-3 months. So definitely go ahead and apply, and we'll chat and see what we can do.
There was a question, do you also relocate people from outside of EU?
Yeah, we do for of course, depending on the roles. Maybe usually not for junior positions, but definitely um, um, after some certain levels of experience, we do support non-EU relocations as well.
Yeah, I see a lot of. How many nationalities are you right now?
So more than 35 currently. I checked it
Oh, wow.
actually a couple of days ago. It's impressive to see the reports.
Cool. Hey, I think this is. I just want to remind everyone that you can catch Anna and her colleague. Sorry, you can catch Aleksandra
Alex, Anna, and yeah.
Aleksandra and Anna, and their colleagues at the stand. You can also put the questions there, like in the chats, and you're putting here. And yeah, thank you very much, Aleksandra, for an excellent presentation.
Thank you so much, and see you all around.
One final question maybe we can ask. Do you take in
Okay.
considerations also juniors, mid-level game developers with Unity?
Yeah, for sure. We also have an open application button. If you don't see a role that is currently listed on our career website, feel free to use the open application, and then we'll see what we can do. We're also happy for you to approach us via LinkedIn, for example, or here on Pine. I mean, now we have time to talk, so message us, and we'll see what we can do, and if there's anything that we provision might come up in a couple of months' time.
Yes. Thank you very much, Aleksandra. See
Awesome.
you at
Thank
the
you.